Classical piece you enjoy. Let us hear this beautiful classical piece. For I am in the mood to listen to classical pieces today. Hello, Celts. Hello, Owen. And all the lurkers out there. Welcome, welcome. Today, the stream... Actually, I wasn't planning to stream today, since I went to my grandparents' house, spent quite a bit of hours just talking to them, enjoying life. So I didn't really plan on streaming, but once I got home, I said, you know what? It would be a waste. So here I am. But yeah. Probably the stream I'll just be talking a bit about my day, doing my daily gesture drawings, maybe draw some silly stuff. Unexpected stream, yeah. I was also just going to stream for Twitch, but I just decided, well, if I'm streaming for Twitch, why not stream for YouTube as well, But yeah. Like today is just going to be a very flow day. A day where I'll be talking a little bit more than usual. And just enjoying the process. And talking about life, that is it is. Nice butts. Well, if you see butts in this, I guess, to each their own. But first, we shall start with our daily dose of gesture drawings. Each 1 minute, focusing on the CSI lines and also the shapes. If you want the gestures yourself, please feel free to go into the Discord, look at the gestures channel, download the pure ref file, and or have my stream beside you to see the references. But I would suggest getting them yourself for an easier experience. But to each their own. In the meantime, we shall enjoy drawing while listening to classical music. Make sure to hydrate as well. Gotta keep healthy, But with that, it is time for us to start the 1 minute timer. Are you aware that the music playing on the stream is not the music listed at the bottom? I'm hearing lo-fi, not classical, and it sounds good, but seems unintentional. Well, on YouTube, it definitely is going to be different music. Reason being, on my Twitch streams, I usually have copyrighted music playing. So on YouTube, it's going to be very different music than on Twitch, if that makes sense. No worries. I can see why it can cause like a little bit of confusion. Hello, Brett is alive. Welcome, welcome. Take care, Owen. Let me redraw some poses. I love the title. You mean using effort to be talent? Maradan, welcome, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Well, I shall join you in the indulgence of some practice. Please do. Always welcome to post your practice in the Discord server as well. It's always nice to see other people's work. Your voice is always so shocking to me. In a good way or a bad way? Obviously in a good way. In a good way. I like your voice in the model so young. I guess I'll take it as a compliment. Let's see. The second tries are always better since you've warmed up. See, this is why I suggest warming up before drawing. In my honest opinion, it definitely helps a lot when you want to start a study. Because usually, in my case, I need a little bit of momentum to move forward into drawing, if that makes sense. So gestures like these definitely help with jump starting, quote unquote, the engine. Let's post this in the channel. Hello, Real Entity. Yes, welcome, welcome. Yeah. Sometimes I ask myself the question, why do you do art? Why do you do the things you do? Like for me, even if I don't have a clear reason of why I do something, I still do it. Maybe because somewhere inside of me, it just like, it's still important, but you don't know your reasoning, you know? Hello, Bao Zarina, welcome, welcome. Like for art, I definitely had something in the beginning to why I started. But somewhere along the way, I've lost it just a little bit. But slowly but surely been trying to refine it. Take care, bread frog. Sleep well. Get a good night's rest. So yeah, recently I've just been thinking about that. But I've been finding my way back. Even if I lose my reasoning just a little bit, I always come back to art. And I guess that means something. Finding the reasoning, finding the why. And this can also apply to other things, to many different areas in life. Not only in art. It can go into your beliefs as well. For some, it will be easier to maintain and find, and for some, it's a journey they have to go through and understand why. And even if you don't understand, you still do the things you do. I think for me now, I want to start drawing stories, you know, having illustrations be drawn with little stories behind, you know, everyday things. Might be a character interacting with food, might be a character just walking. But now we must draw. Fanboy Shiro, crazy work. Crazy first message. You're coming to my stream just to be like, oh hi, Fanboy Shiro. Hello, Ipoa. Crazy work. Vinosa Kagiri with the raid. Welcome, welcome. Vinosa raid. What were you working on, Vinosa? You mind sharing your work? Alright, balcony setup. Now time to practice in sunsets. Why oh why? Now that. Perfect practice. Is Link good, Beethoven? Yeah, go ahead. No, I just felt like a classical piece today. I think from now on I'll be listening to more classical pieces. Because I'm pretty sure they figured out something while writing these wonderful pieces of art. Let's see, shall we? Ooh, firefly. Firefly. Ah, this is so beautiful. Just like the raw feel, you know. Very good shape language as well. But you got the feeling down, very good. The feeling of light, of something fragile being held. Well, not really held, but you know, still protected. mysterious, making you ask questions. Impressive work, Mr. Vinosa Kagiri. This is not Hota, this is Firefly from Honkai Star Rail. That's true. Good work, good work. Keep it up, Mr. Vinosa Kagiri. You're playing music from Spotify? I am. Is the audio good? Not too loud, not too silent. Okay, this music calls to me to drink my water out of a wine glass. It's all about feeling. It's all about feeling. Just imagine you're an old master, an old artist, listening to classical music being played while you're drawing and doing your gesture, you know, doing your practice, maybe sculpting, maybe painting. But in this case, drawing anime girls. You know? Simple times. That's how the creators of the music intended, exactly. Truly refined, indeed. Indeed, Sir Joe. As everything should be. And my sunset watching got interrupted by a porn. Hey, it all is necessary. Like this anime girl. The story. What's the story behind this? She's your childhood friend. She's your childhood friend. You know how it goes with childhood friends. Cute hangouts. Now with this music, imagine you're in a circus and you see me frolicking around, happy, enjoying life. And you have entertainment. You have me to watch, dancing happily. Maybe not a circus. Maybe imagine a ballroom. Nobody's dancing. And yet I am there in the middle. From one person to another. People join, people join. Now you're definitely the circus, buddy. I'm done. You'll get banned, this guy. Mods! Mod! My only mod is not here. Grr. But they're busy. They're busy. They're busy doing something else. Are you a boy or a girl? Whatever suits you better, Proxer. Whatever suits you better. Are you taking notes? Thank you for the follow, Proxer. Welcome, welcome. What drawing tablet do you use? I use a Inspiroy medium tablet. Inspiroy Huion medium tablet. Hello, King of Death. Welcome, welcome. We'll get my first drawing tablet tomorrow. Really excited to do digital art for the first time. And advice: enjoy the process. Enjoy the feeling of unboxing your tablet. And when starting out, you'll definitely feel like it's weird, but all you have to do is keep using it daily. And they'll treat you right. Everyone goes through a period of adjusting to the digital feeling. But afterwards, you'll enjoy every single experience. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome, King of Death. Like, are you just drawing analog right now? On like paper, sketchbook? Yeah, I'm beginner in traditional drawing. Oh, welcome, welcome. Anything specifically you draw? Realism, comics. Want to start doing content and storytelling with my OC? That's the goal. That is a very nice goal to have. Let me save this real quick. 23, 4, 26. And then I'll check out Joe's song as well, because I forgot. Send me a link. Wait, is it already playing? Or am I... No, it's this. Melancholy do. Do? Do? Surely that's not how you pronounce this word. Do. Do. Feel like it is though. This is not the one. What? Are you sure it's not from Claude Debussy? Claude Debussy. Are you sure it's not from him? I tried to link Curvier. A reverie. It is from that list. Whoa! Mazurka L67. Mazurka L67. Let's see. Reverie. Oh. There it is. L68 from Claude Debussy. Alan Plate. Life is simple, guys. Life is simple. Life is simple. Now, being able to laugh at the simplest things, being able to be happy at the simplest things. I think that's what life is all about. Being able to be happy about everyday things. Or if you are not happy of everyday things, then a lot of life will slip through your hands, in my opinion. If it was One Piece Claude Debussy. I was so done, bro. I was so done. Yo, how do you actually say his name? This is crazy work. Don't send that emote via. Don't sleep on Claude though, you got bangers, yeah. Of all the Claudes I know, bro, Claudes, all of them keep bringing up bangers, man. Claude Monet, Claude Debussy. GG. I'm so done. I'm actually so good. All the Claudes. All the Claudes. Don't sleep on Claudes. That's all I know. Okay, how to make this OC? I like that almost all artists are nice and have a positive mindset. I'd say most of them do. It's a creative field, so there's a lot of stuff that artists have to think about. Let's pull up with the Your Lie in April. Okay, maybe your lie in April hasn't, you know, inspired me just a little bit to listen to classical music. Perhaps, perhaps. Just a little. I think I'm on episode like 6 or 7. I never watched it. The reason why I never watched it was because people kept hyping it up, and then I already know how it ended, so I was like, nah, I don't want to watch it. But now I'm giving it a chance. Classical music, this is classical music. Kimi da yo, kimi nan da yo, oshiete kureta. Yeah. And it's April, guys. It's April. Your lie in April. GG, well played. Hello, Yuri Reichi. Welcome. Was lurking? Why you make me sad? Hey, you gotta do what you got. What you gotta do? Welcome in, Yuri. I assume you enjoy Your Lie in April. No spoilers, please. I haven't seen it, but I really do enjoy the philosophy and all the characters. Like, Your Lie in April. Let me go back to classical music. Because Your Lie in April made me think about what art means for me. The why. What part of me am I putting inside of my artworks? And then I realized I haven't. And then I'm like, wow, maybe that's the reason why the question of why do you do art? Why do you do this? Why do you do that? What's so difficult for me to answer? Right? It's because I haven't put myself into pieces I make. Which I would say is a waste. A piece of me. Put it in my art, you know? It's like, what do I enjoy? Why do I do the things I do? What art do I want to show people? I think nowadays that is a lost art. How will you represent yourself in this character? More like I won't represent me, myself in it, but what I want to show people, what emotion I want to provide and give, you know. What artworks do I want to show, to make, to do? In the sense of that I have something that I want to convey. A message, simple story. And recently I realized, well, I knew it for a long time, but I never once acted upon the... Alright, the wives are calling, gotta go. I'll definitely tune back in sometime. Bro has multiple wives! GG! Amara has game! Amara has game! But yeah, do take care, Amara. But for me, it's telling a story and communicating through my art. That way I can convey a certain, perhaps a feeling, or a certain thought I've been having and struggling to express. Instead of using words, you use art as a medium of communication. I think that's why I enjoy music so much, and that's why I want to enjoy or like play guitar as well. Because with music, like your line April said, it's a form of communicating. And I feel art is definitely the same way. Even a little bit more difficult than music, I would say. Right, in terms of communicating. Hello, Clown Misfit, welcome, welcome. We play guitar a tiny bit, but I do want to spend a decent bit amount of time to actually learn the instrument. I think a big part of artistic storytelling comes from background as well. Is that a future goal? Perhaps. To me, I want to draw the things I find beautiful. Draw to serve a purpose. Play acoustic guitar. I want to support a lot of people as well, you know, to be of service to others, because that's just human. Being human, a lot of stuff you cannot do alone. Well, by that I mean humans are naturally social beings. Right? People, even if they are alone, would want some sort of company. I'm going up in the world. Hello, Ami. Welcome, welcome. Would want some sort of company. Like, that's the thing. Loneliness, I would say, is the feeling. Well, let's see. I guess a lot of people might have already experienced this. But for example, you're in a room full of people that you know, friends, family, but you still feel lonely. You still feel alone. And to me, being lonely is not about having other people around you, you know. But it's to experience something you enjoy and having at least one person experience the same joy you feel and experiencing the same thing, you know? That makes sense? Because loneliness is the feeling of, in my opinion, of wanting to experience this joy, this pleasure with somebody else. That might just be me. But that's how I would express loneliness. Not being able to experience what the heliante a pleasure in life without somebody there. Let's go Aristotelian phase. Yeah. No philosophy. Simple things. Like, even like today, I told or wrote in my Discord I wasn't gonna stream today. Reason being, I was hanging, or I went to my grandparents' house. And, you know, I spent quite a bit of time there. Just talking to my grandparents. My grandpa, my grandma. And it was quite an enjoyable experience. Reason being, I got to learn more about them, you know. Like, you think you know a lot about them since you spend a lot of time with them. You know, in my case, I lived with them for a big chunk of my life. But today, I would say was one of the first times where I actually sat down outside in the garden and asked my grandma, you know, a little bit. Well, I didn't even really ask, you know, like I was just chilling in the garden, enjoying the sun, a well needed vitamin D. And then she, out of her own free will, you know, came outside, sat with me. We talked about, you know, our daily stuff, you know, telling me that I'm on my computer the entire time. You know, it is what it is. Then after that, you know, conversation, 2 minutes of silence, broken by a question, asking about, you know, her life, her story. And because I asked her one simple question, I got a very valuable memory out of it, and also an amazing story about who she is as a person, how her life has been. And then it made me realize, wow, maybe this is the reason why I'm doing art. It's to be able to express this story through illustration and to capture this, you know, emotion that I felt while listening to her story into an artwork. I was like, well, maybe that is the reason why I'm doing art. There might be other reasons as well, but that one definitely resonated with me. And it also made me realize that, you know, I'm very grateful for the life I get to live now, right? Having to worry about the small things in life rather than have to worry about many more serious problems. And to me, that's valuable, you know, it's like, wow. Gotta treasure stuff. That's a nice thought. Think about how your reason why you do art changes as you grow. Yeah. Like some people have their whys from the start and they stick by it for the entire careers, you know? And then some have to go on a journey to go out and find out why. And to me, that is beautiful. That's what life is all about, in my opinion. Just living each day, learning about stuff you're curious about, being able to spend your time like I would suggest if you have what do you call it, an old person available. That sounds so bad, but you know, if you still have your grandparents, if you still have old relatives, you know, go ask them their life story. sit down with them for a little bit, have a nice long conversation about what maybe their philosophy is on life. And maybe you learn something new about them. And it's all because you asked. You asked, and you had the courage to ask. And to be genuinely interested in the life they live, you know? Like being able to just listen to someone else's story. It's a very enjoyable experience. You imagine and have images pop up in your mind while they tell their story, their life. And it's like, whoa, crazy to think about, you know? Like fun experiences, sad experiences, even just regular experiences, but to you, you know, they might be special. Your streams are nice to listen to, Shiro. Thank you, thank you. I try my best. That is that, don't wait to ask either. You will never know when you won't be able to next. Exactly. You know? Like, that's the thing. The courage to ask. Having the ability to ask is something you can build up. Like, even if people reject you, instead of thinking, oh, they will reject me, they will not answer, why think of the negative while you can think of, what if I get a good, beautiful story out of this? You know? What if, because me asking one question, I get valuable, you know, memories, a valuable story, a valuable something, even if it's small. You know, all that. All you have to do is ask. All you have to do is ask. The courage to be able to just ask. Clouds. What clouds would I draw? Maybe I move her a little bit more to the left. Have a better composition. Don't drag the box with it, please. Why are you dragging the box? It was because the layers. I've never really drawn clouds before, so this might also just be a cloud study. A new layer. Let's start with coloring, shall we? We take our time. Drawing is all. Does the silhouette look good? I'd say so. I can work on the feet, on the shoes a little bit, I think. There, it's still a little bit too rough. I also color in the background already. Guess so. For the best part, the eyes. Eyes color. Same as the hair. Nah. grayish. What is my favorite dish? What would be my favorite dish? I guess for the longest time it was spaghetti. I think spaghetti was definitely my favorite dish. Very simple, but yummy, you know? Kind of spaghetti, the sweet one, or more herb? The sweet one, I guess. Hmm. Okay, wait. Are you a VTuber? I guess you can say that. Hello, Bloodfire Drake. Welcome, welcome. Yo, you're a dude. Hi. GG. Is it really that much of a shocker? Wait, this song got me locked in. Oop. 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 Let me go back. Can I not go back? GG, it's lost forever. It's lost forever. Wait, let me check. Okay, I have it. I have it. I have the music. The model looks like a girl and it's female dominated space. Fair, fair. Emperor food, hell yeah. Select what is the Divine playlist. It's working. When can I color this way? Lol. By practicing and experimenting. To get a better blur tool. Is suffering the only way? Well, if you think of it as suffering, then yes. If you think of it as enjoying, then it's enjoying. All depends on your perspective. Why is it boy in a skirt? The duality. I either get called a wise man or I get called a wise boy. Just crazy work. No! Why is this not available? Grrr. Why must you do this to me? It's a mix, definitely a mix. I actually need to draw more emotes. I want sub. I want to draw more emotes to use. Did you well played? Can wait for new emotes, yeah. I'll have to draw them. You use layer modes? No. The only layer mode I would use is well, depends. Usually I do them at the end of my drawings. Right now I'm just doing the colors as is and then using layer modes later on to give it a more finished touch. You pick like the skin shadow and do all that, then do like all the clothes shadow? Yeah, basically. Right. Let me bear back for just a moment. Let's see. Isn't it kind of attracted to it all at once or no? All individuality. I would say, yeah. But it rewards you with, being able to do a lot of this stuff quickly. That makes sense. Like once you actually get the hang of it, the process, you'll be able to make a lot of pieces in a very quick manner. It might be tedious now, but in the long run it will help a ton. Okay, here the package opening up. Even my cat is on my desk right now, being like, what do I hear? It's not food for you. It's for me. He's eagerly awaiting for me to open up the package. Smell them. Smell. You want any of my cookies? No, you don't. Exactly. You want to sit on my lap? There you go. I now have a cat on my lap. And since he's kinda thick, I have to lower my office chair so he can fit underneath the desk. And that's saying something. That's saying something. Thick cat, without a doubt. The biggest chonker you've ever seen. Let me check. Like, this is the trunk chart, and I would say he's around a hecking chonker or a hefty chonk. He's in the middle. Actually, no, he's a hefty chunk. Yeah, I'm doing you dirty, bruh. You're a hefty chunk. But my bigger one is a chunk. Yeah, I have another cat as well, and they're a fine boy, well, a fine lady, I would say. They're very fit because she actually plays. The cat on my lap right now, yeah, low-key. It's just a hefty chunk who doesn't want to do anything. Just sits around, lazes all day, and that's it. My legs are okay. They might fall asleep soon because it's kind of thick. But oh well. I'm enjoying classical music while eating cookies with a fat trunker on my lap. I would say I'm thoroughly enjoying life right now. And I'm not giving us any? Yeah. They're all my cookies. ASMR? Can you hear? Let me check. If I disable the noise suppression, you're probably gonna hear everything. You hear everything. Right, this is insane behavior. Let's see, let me take a bite out of a cookie. What are you thinking? Good ASMR? I love fanboy ASMR. Bro, it's cookie ASMR. It's not fanboy ASMR. And why would I say that? I feel like you have other intentions. I do not like. The cookie. It's all different kinds. You have wafer cookies. You have heart-shaped cookies. All of them have chocolate though, but you know. Coconut cookies. Oh, you can keep that. Yeah. To the mind. I wonder. I think I'll call it for today. We made a lot of good progress. This target channel has disabled the rage. GG. Hoshino Sae. What are you doing? GG. GG's you can't end. What do you mean? I raid into Layu again. I raid into Layu like so many times already. Ellie. Honestly, I haven't raided into Ellie. Can always raid someone else. Raid me. Why would I want to raid you? No, I didn't. GG. Alright, Otsushiro will be raiding into Ellie. Currently they're working on a big piece. Actually, yo, the rendering is crazy. I need to learn more from them actually. But yeah, Otsushiro until next stream.